everybody, and welcome to the Greg K6EGG live stream. In just a few minutes, you're going to enjoy some free amateur radio fun here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. Every time I hear that, I think, oh man, I've left my light on in here. Every time I hear that, I think Seth's is in the chat or in the Sonobus. But nice to see you folks in here. It is very bright in here and two different color lighting. So I need to shut off my overhead. I was just working on a little project here. I don't know if it will work. I did notice my ham clock is seems to be malfunctioning a bit. I'm going to see what the deal is with that here momentarily. Good to see you folks in here. It is Thursday, the 5th, 4th. Yeah, it's been one of those weeks already. I got home really, really late last night, and I'm pretty tired. So bear with me. I got a lot of stuff done. I actually put some new sod in some places. Why did this do this? I'm trying to get into my router here. See where stuff is connected. Try to get this ham clock to work here, so bear with me. I'm also going to try something a little. I've tried it in the past. I don't know if it'll work this time, but I'm going to try to get the soundboard video working, which I think somebody in the chat was mentioning. You want to see how some of the sound is done. I know when I talk on the radio, I bring down this microphone so you can hear the sound through the radio. Well, I see my thermostats, ham clock. Let me go here. Still not alive. Hold on. Bear with me here. One. See if I can refresh this here. There it goes. It's alive. Sorry about that. It's got to be perfect. I thought I tested everything before I got on. Of course I did not. It is what it is. So as you see this video here, I'm actually on FT8 right now. So I'm going to switch over to doing some voice. You just don't have to reboot the Pi. Well, I had a internet issue here the other day. Chip there. And so I had my wife reset the router. So sometimes stuff gets a little funky after I do that. Something is going on with your audio, picking up lip smack noises like crazy. You guys hearing that? Let me take a listen to the confidence monitor here. I might have to do a reset here, but I don't know. I'm not hearing that on my end there. On Mr. Hamstick was mentioning that some weird sounds are coming out. Do you guys notice any weird audio? I'm listening to the confidence monitor right now, which is basically about 3 seconds delayed. So I'm trying to comprehend what I'm saying and speaking at the same time and listening to myself 3 seconds later. So it's kind of difficult, but that sounds okay to me. So I don't know if it was something on your end. Everything. So Hamstick, you got a problem with your audio. So let me get done with FT8 here. It looks like I'm South Korea. I'm going to hit the South Korea guy. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm going to have to reset that one. I'm going to have to repower my computer here. So bear with me, and then I'll be getting on the air here shortly on I don't need it to continue on with some voice. B-side. Yeah, so let me see here. Oh, I was a little confused there, Mr. Hamstick. He just texted me. It's hard to read and do all this at once. And I got something new going on, which I'm hoping to get going here shortly. I just want to make sure everything is working. Whenever I add a camera or move something, it makes something else not work. Eric, I think you're the only one with an issue here, pal. That works. That's good. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Your audio might be fine, but your listening part of it is not. I always have a confidence monitor up just in case for that issue, but I wouldn't put it past having an issue. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with the live stream here. Looks like everything seems to be working. So I don't think 10 is open anymore for me. So I might try to get on 20.
From New Mexico, returning to K6EGG, Kilo 6 Alpha, Echo Romeo, standing by for a call.
Ooh, I got to turn on some filterings here.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 6, come again with your call.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Are you out in California?
Yes, sir.
Hang on. It's quite a long way. We'll come back on around. You're probably going to hear me anyhow. My name is Mike Marietta King-Easy. I'm located near Alamogordo, New Mexico, out here in the high desert. And we're kind of pointed at Sacramento right now. K6EGG, K6AER.
I'm sorry. Can you say your call letters again? I was looking at the meter and wasn't really paying attention to what you were saying. Out in New Mexico, you're sounding good. 5'9" here in the Southern California.
You're in Southern California. Hang on, I'll come down there. All of a sudden we lost the signal. K6EGG, do I have the call correct?
That's affirmative. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kielbasa 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Okay, and your name?
Greg, Golf Romeo Echo Golf Golf.
Okay, great. What city are you in?
I'm in the city of Chino. Can I get your call letters again phonetically? I am really bad at getting those.
Okay, Kilo 6 Alpha Echo Radio. K6 Atomic Energy Radio.
K6ARE, is that correct?
No, Kilo 6 Alpha Echo Radio. K6 American Electric Radio.
There we go. I have you now. Kilo 6 Alpha Echo Romeo. I think I might have talked to you before. You're sounding really good into Southern California.
Your way. K6EGG.
Kind of dropped out there a bit. Yeah, I think I may have talked to you before, but I'm definitely putting you in the logbook. I don't get too many contacts, especially on voice on from New Mexico.
Well, there's not many hams out here, and what few hams there are operating mobile from Milwaukee.
Well, if any of them work FT8, I would love to work a couple fellows on FT8 and a couple bands. I need New Mexico for a few different all states, and I think that's it on those.
Okay, hang on here, Greg. We're logging in here on Georgia.com. Okay, New Mexico.
And you dropped there a bit. The band might be shifting a bit here. We're just going past twilight, or going from sunset to twilight right now. So, Mike, good to talk to you there. I'm checking you out on QRZ. You got a nice setup there in New Mexico.
So you got New Mexico, so you're in the launch area. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Take care. 7-3, sir.
Let's go with 5-7.
Copy that. You're 5'9" the whole time. You get you faded
Just a bit at times.
All right, bye-bye.
You sounded pretty good. So now you get to see what I'm doing with the audio here. I know a couple of you guys were asking in the chat last time. I've done this before in the past. I just figure I'd do it now again. I'm gonna look if I make contact with this fellow before. No, I did not. I have not. So if you see me, just bring that down there for a second. Oh, yeah. He's not an FT8 fan, huh? Ooh. Is that a DX station in there? Yeah, I can almost guarantee he's not a DX fan there. Or a FT8 fan.
Okay, what speed are you in?
I could barely hear the other station.
KQ4 CSX, K6AER. Name here is Mike Marietta King-Easy. We are located near Alamogordo. Here.
So Sean, you're saying a lot of the folks out there, you see me jam that down there? A lot of the folks there in New Mexico don't like FT8 mobile walkers. I don't know. Is that distracting down there? No, it's on his QRZ profile. Maybe I should have brought that up. Where does it say it at? I'm trying to do two things at once here. I guess he's not DX. Keep going. There it was. Oh, there we go. All right, well, I won't talk to him anymore. He does not like fake radio.
Someone else.
All right, then.
Let's see, 64 GSX. You are in Alabama, is that correct?
Yeah, Roger. South Alabama, on the Gulf of Mexico. The town is Montrose, Alabama.
Okay, exactly here. You're 5 and 7. We're picking you up.
I don't know if I like this meter.
By the victors, right? Isn't that correct? By the winners.
It is. That's why we have to pay a lot of attention, and we have to understand that between the lines. And in order to understand correctly, that we need a cross reference.
So Dana N7UFT, when he comes on here, he wants to see how I have this the meter set here, the colors and everything for the waterfall. Hopefully I can remember how to get in there, so I'd rather just do it live and show him live.
Come out and visit sometime. I would absolutely love to have you out here in Bisbee, over.
Bisbee.
Roger. Yes. Every time that I have a conversation with you, that bring me a lot of my early childhood memory with my father, that he used to raise bees and collect the honey on the site. And yeah, that makes me feel quite interesting and feel better. Anyway, Reed, thank you so much for the nice contact tonight, and I hope you really enjoy your business, and your honey, your radio, your fans on the air, and everything. Kilo Bravo 7, Kilo Bravo 4. This is W6NYU 73 again.
W6NYU, very good dude. He's up actually in Chino Hills, which is he's about 4 or 5 miles away. He's sounding good there into Chino, just down the hill.
I need your address. I want to send you some honey. Absolute pleasure.
Someone's going to get some honey in the mail.
This is KB7 Killer BI 70.
Oh, that's Reed? Was that Reed?
Thursday evening with your family, and you have to really enjoy your ham radio. Cycle 25, we are at the peak of the cycle right now, so it is our time, and we really have to appreciate it. KB7 ADD W6 NYU 73 again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, James 73.
CQ. This is W6 NYU calling.
I'm not going to call it CQ because I can almost throw a rock into his house.
Roger. Oh.
See, I'm using my remote here to get into. It's Reed, right? From my 7610.
73, thanks for being there. QRZ, Whiskey 7, November 7, Mike, November 4, Zulu, Papa Delta. November 4 station.
Got a little mini pile up there. Wonder if Hamstick's going to get in here tonight. 5-9 Tennessee. Everybody gets a 5-9.
Tennessee, and thanks for being there. 73, my friend.
So this call Scott.
459 also. Say that again. 4 records to 59 also. Roger, 5-9. Okay, QSL. Thanks, Sam. You betcha. You are good. 7 Golf November Mike.
Whiskey 7 Golf November Mike. Whiskey 7 Golf November Mike.
Sierra 4 station. Kilo Sierra 4 Charlie Romeo QSL.
You see how much stuff I'm using to work? My fingers are working the. I'm texting people and riding this fader here most of the night.
Roger, Roger. Hey, thanks for being there. 73. QRZ, Whiskey 7, Golf November Mike.
Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf.
Mike Alpha Victor.
Was that Kilo Yankee 9, Lima? QSL, that's your 5-9, 59 in the state of Missouri, Mike Alpha.
59 in the state of Missouri.
And I'll give you a 5-9 right back from Oregon. And thanks for being there, 73. QRZ, Whiskey 7, Golf November Mike.
Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo Golf 7, Mike Alpha
Quebec
Victor.
radio station, come again, please. Kilo Papa Quebec radio, station 5-5, 4-5-6, that is the 2035. Gotcha. Got a better now living in this. Thanks for doing this, 7-2.
See if I can get them.
QRZ, Whiskey 7, Golf November Mike.
Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf.
CQ Photo, Whiskey 7, Golf November Mike.
Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf.
Cedar Delta Station, come again,
I
please.
guess he's not hearing me there. We'll see.
Okay, I copied Kilo 7, Cedar Delta, very faint, about a 33.
It sounds a little muffled there. You know it there, Chase.
Roger. Thanks for Arizona and thanks for your patience in 73. QRZ, Whiskey 7, Golf November Mike.
Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf.
5 Zulu Romeo.
Kilo 6 Echo Station.
Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 6 8, Echo Golf Golf. Pretty good signal, 4-5, 3 to go in 3 Park, US 2839.
Copy that. You're 5-9 down the coast here in Chino, California, sir.
Roger. All right. Hey, thanks for doing that. 7-3.
Good luck, K6EGG.
November 5 Zulu Romeo.
Holy crap.
I think I heard a November 5 Sierra Romeo station.
So you can hear me, guys?
Roger, November
It's
5
me
Zulu
mixing.
Romeo. I got you 5-5 into Texas.
Let's move up a couple, let's slide up 3 KCs.
QSL, thanks for activating.
And thanks for being out there hunting.
Michael, you guys want to follow me here?
This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf.
Let me know if you guys hear me here. What's up with that? Oh, come on, man. You need bigger ears. Damn band's in our way. Hey, Michael, you want to go this way?
November 5, Zulu, Romeo, Kilo 6, Echo, Golf, Golf.
Yeah, I hear you in there, Greg. Just fighting my brain here. Sorry for the short delay there. Anyways, good evening.
Good evening, man. You are sounding, this might be the strongest I think I've ever talked to you.
Yeah, I do have the amp on this evening, so I suppose that might help a little.
What are you running?
About 1,200 watts.
So I'm guessing I'm probably not sounding as good as you're sounding into me, but this is very, very good for me.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I have you about 5'7", which is good. I've got the headphones on, so it makes it really easy to hear you. It's easier for me to pick it out instead of coming out of a little tiny speaker.
Copy that. Yeah, we got a nice connection between us tonight. Maybe some more people out there in the greater Texas area can hear me.
Yeah, I think we're getting to the end of us being able to hear each other with the conditions. They're kind of fading out.
Copy that. All right, 7-3. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Jump in and say hi, Lawrence.
Kilo Tango 0 Delta Delta Whiskey. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I think you guys doubled. And 5ZR.
Try again, Lawrence. Well, jump in and say hi then. What's up, Mr. Dana?
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf on 14-297.
I don't hear anybody else. I do not. Do not hear him there, Michael.
3 Alpha Romeo Mike. This is N5ZR. I heard you in there. Are you still there?
I don't know. Do you guys like this camera? Or is it a little too confusing? Too much stuff? Let me know in the chat. 1 to keep it on, 2 to get rid of it. It's kind of weird to have somebody watch my hands.
You're pretty good. I have you about 5'5" here into San Antonio.
That's unfortunate there, Walter.
Definitely the 5 watts is working for you on that Hermes.
Hopefully you're going to do more than 5 watts, Mr. Sadham. Because I probably won't be able to hear you. Oh, Texas is starting to drop out for me.
I just wanted to work that guy in New Mexico, but anyways, I didn't. So anyways, it was good hearing you in there. I can hear you on 5 watts.
I'm manipulating.
I got you. Kilo 3 Alpha Romeo Mike and 5ZR.
Yeah, my noise is starting to come up a little bit than it was a few minutes ago, if you noticed.
K6EGG. November 5 Zulu Romeo and 5ZR.
I heard somebody else in there.
Was there somebody calling Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf? Try again, Lawrence. Kilo Tango 0 Delta Delta Whiskey. Kilo Tango 0 Delta Delta Whiskey. Lawrence, Kilo Tango 0 Delta 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 Whiskey, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
You're not making a trip, pal. I thought I heard somebody in there. I got you.
A little faint in there, but I have you there, Lawrence. How many watts are you running right now? I heard you say you only have, and I couldn't hear the rest of it.
88 watts. 88 in the last 2 seconds.
Well, you're starting to make it in there, but I do hear you. Good to hear you, man. We got to get those numbers up there, pal. I'm going to put you in the logbook of 5.2, 5.2, maybe 5.3. When you come in really strong. I hear your audio and it just wave right on out, but I still had a copy on you there.
Oh, shoot. We got Andy in here. We could do a live stream.
Copy that 73, man. It was a hard copy, but we still made the contact there, Lawrence. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I added another camera so you guys can see what I do. And you guys, when I key up on both, so when I have both faders up, you can hear the echo here. Check 1, 2. You hear a little bit of an echo, and then I bring
Bring this down. It went away. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, 14297.
Anybody else out there you want to try? Sounds like Texas is starting to fade. Lawrence, when you came in, man, your audio sounded really good. It just the band was not in our favor there for the last few seconds. Yeah.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
Is that it for the bands? Is that all she wrote? I got to change back the meter here. This meter is driving me nuts. Got to remember where it was at. There we go. Well, I don't know what to tell you there, Lawrence. We tried. And Dana, do you want some help with the waterfall? Since I'm here. Let me so let me show you my settings, how I have this set up. And anybody is welcome to jump in here. Lawrence, why are you so angry tonight? You make one contact with me tonight. No, just kidding. Dana just got a 7610. So, and by the way, Mike, MRD, stay close. I have some questions for you about the Messi and Pelosi Plony cable. Oh my goodness, AGI from downtown or from Koreatown. I made a couple contacts with him. My only one on 5.2 yesterday. You always angry. It doesn't make you a bad guy. Other things do. I'll be on for a couple hours. So now it looks like I'm solo tonight. Nobody in Sonobus. So I bet Lawrence is happy about that. Nancy Pelosi cable. So let me know what you need there from me, Dana, on this. Jeff, man, he used to be the first guy in the chat every night for like 6 months. And then I didn't see him. I was a little concerned about him. Oh, come on now. That was quick. All right. So where are my waterfall settings at here? Radio's in the kitchen, huh? No, it's in display, I think. Oh, you know what? Hold set. Hold set here. What? You guys are going to watch me fumble this around here. Let me get rid of this font here. Oh, wow, that's right. That's right. There you go. My bad. My bad. So Dana is welcome him to the 7610 family. Did you get your antenna up? So just if you want to make, I don't know, some screenshots of this, you're welcome to it. And there's some, or let me get rid of my face here somehow. Whoop. There we go. And I think that's pretty much all you need to get the same settings. I believe Mike here, the video got way better because I got rid of my picture here, huh? Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Now watch the video go bad here. The video is going to go real bad here. Watch out. Watch out. Watch. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Look at that video right there. You good there, Dana? All right. I'm going back to normal activities. All right. Mike, since I have you here, what is some messy and plony cable that is equal to, not necessarily better or worse than LMR 600? Cruise around the band here, see if I can find somebody. Ooh. Didn't I just make contact with this guy?
Roger. Thanks for being there. 73. URZ 57, Golf, November 9th.
It's the same guy. Ultraflex 10. So what's Ultraflex 13? Is that smaller?
For the summer, and then got out of there the 1st of November, just when it started going down to 24 degrees.
By the way, talk about weather on here. The snow level here in Southern California, Dana could attest to this because about 2 hours ago we dropped from like 75 to like 50. The snow level is going to be down to around 1,500 feet. I'm where I'm at right now. They I'm about 750, 775, so not too far away. So up the hill for me is probably going to get some snow. They don't make solid core, but Hyperflex 13 would be comparable to LMR 600. I think it's slightly better, even being a standard center. I really like my LMR 600. I think I've done some tests on it. I get more power at the end of the coax. But man, it is difficult to work with. I'm trying to get it around the nooks and crannies of my office here. I have 75 feet of it, and man, it was expensive. It was 400 and with connectors put on. I think it was close to $500 shipped. I bought it on eBay from Wi-Fi experts. I just wondered. So I want to do get ready for getting some. Yeah. See, Dana got cold. So if I wanted to get the best coax Nancy and Pelosi make, I say that jokingly. So Hyperflex 15 or 13? Or is there... Oh, there's no Hyperflex 15. Save your guys' ears.
Before that happened, everybody was obsessed with about 50% retail value, and now they're going to 100%. And I was lucky enough to convince the county that I'm old and poor and don't have any money, and so I've got a freeze on my tax rate for property tax.
Where your mixer is looks like a good place for you to do. No, it's actually further away from. I would need more cable if I did that. I use my radio more. I have a remote right here for my radio, and I have the screen right in front of me. See my remote.
8 hours a day. Last year did about 4,000, and I'll probably be doing that.
Homeboy's talking.
The same this year.
283. Is that you, Dana? You trying to talk there? So Hyperflex 13 is what I want. Eric, who?
I'm not sure if you finished transmitting there, Tony. The band took a massive shift and your signal faded into the noise, so I hope I'm not doubling with you. But anyway, you say you're originally from San Diego, is that correct?
I don't see Hamstick in the chat. I don't know. He has a couple different names he watches. No, yeah.
Okay, we're losing propagation, Tony. Anyway,
who's
listen,
this?
You stay safe. I'm not sure if you're in San Diego or San Bernardino, but stay safe, have fun, enjoy your weekend.
You get your antenna up, Dana?
So the next time we meet, the band will be more productive. Kilo November 6 Yankee Boston Radio from Kilowatt Charlie to Mike India Bravo. Have a good evening. Okay.
Oh man, he's coming in good tonight. I've talked to him before.
Kilo Fox 0 Mike India Spear. Good evening, guys.
Come on, Dana. I was out putting sod in my yard today. And my back is going to pay for it tomorrow. When are you home, Mr. Hamstick? No way, man. How am I going to get that through my wall?
Yeah, okay. Well, it's working well. I'm not sure how does that software, affect your transmit, but if it does, it's working well. Anyway, name here is Tony, Tango Ocean 9.
Yeah, I've talked to him before.
And I'm in North Carolina. What's your name?
It's not the fact that it's smaller. It's the fact that, like, LMR 600, you can't move it. I'll tell you what. I ran the LMR 600 when it was like 110 degrees here, and holy shit, it was hot. Trying to move that thing through the attic. I had to, like, stretch it out. Dana knows my setup here. I kind of had to stretch it out like it's gonna go straight in. So I kind of threw it over my neighbor's fence so it would go straight into my my attic.
I need to get it down and remeasure.
This is the edge of my band right here.
Something went wrong. I'm not sure what it is, but and then since the build, which was last October, it hasn't quite been quite right. I've got enough time to keep me happy.
You should have.
Ian, we're losing the path. You went from S9 down to S2. So I think it's time to put a ribbon on this thing until Amazon come pick it up. Anyhow, you take it easy, and let me turn it back to you for the last comment. KQ4GSX, we're losing the path, K6AER.
Hey, Hamstick, you jumping in Sonobus later?
Okay, 73. This is K6AER. We had a braking station. Go ahead at this time.
It's coming even better now.
Is there a braking station?
So you want me to go to Real Ham Radio is what you're trying to tell me?
Okay, the Kilo Juliet 5 Echo.
Well,
again?
I was thinking about taking it for POTA. Less lost, the better. Try to have the best of the best of the best. Would it be too much for POTA?
Kilo Juliet 5 Echo uniform, but I think there's more in the call.
I've already made contact with this guy here. We don't really need anything, Mike. It's the fact that we can have it is the most important part. What the fuck is this guy at? What the hell happened to this guy? He was like S20.
Yeah, that would make it easier to cart around, for sure. That's a good idea, too.
I don't think that was the guy. I don't need no cable winder. Come on. Why would I need a cable winder? I do that all day at work. I prefer to wrap my own cables. And Denny, nice seeing you yesterday, buddy. And meeting, see how good I'm with names here. Ruben. I did, and Mike, I did like your video. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? The only thing is, you should have wore some socks and sandals there.
Very good, Jeff. Well, thanks for the contact. Good luck with the go box. And sounds like you're
Can
all
I
set
make
for your
contact with
head
this
in the
guy?
morning. Have a good night. K6EGG, Victor Echo 6 Alpha Oscar 73. And anyone else from Victor Echo 6 Alpha Oscar.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Yeah, hello Bob, K5TBK. QRP tonight. You're still 5 and 5 in Calgary, and you got Mike here. Go ahead.
I could picture you walking into a Buc-ee's with the socks and sandals on. No offense, of course. Tell who you know me.
You're getting addicted to QRP, are you?
This guy does sound good. So you know this guy, VE6AO?
It is amazing, you know, if you got the propagation and
Have I made contact with this guy
not too
before?
much competition, it could be fun, over.
He sounds familiar.
Yeah, all about the timing.
I have before. I've made contact with him before.
Yeah, that helps to have a little bit of a boost like that.
And Dana, I don't know if have you seen this shirt yet?
Okay, I got you 5x3, S3 on the meter. Go ahead.
I made contact with him.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. He was on a Zoom meeting of a local club.
1020, yeah. 20 meters is as active as ever.
This guy doesn't log though, right? So Ultraflex 13 is the best.
I'm wide open at night, over.
Hyperflex.
All right, no problem, Todd. Take care, man. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Stay warm, man. Stay out of that snow or ice or cool wind or whatever is going on. But we'll listen up for you again. Kilo 0 Zulu Tango Bravo from Kilowatt Charlie 2 man.
Wait a minute. 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 If you bring Hyperflex 13 to a park, I'll make fun of you. You already make fun of me. So what's the difference? What's wrong with you? Do you really what?
My Kilo Germany. Yeah, good evening from Kilo Charlie 2 Mike India Bravo. Name here is Tony, right?
Damn. There's a lot of ads on this thing here.
Mike Italy Bravo, right?
Oh, I thought this was solid core. I guess it's not. And they like make it. They can make it to like what you think, right?
Yeah, okay. And what's your name? Okay,
Yeah.
Rick, fine business. Well, good to meet you this evening, my friend. And yeah, my
Follow these guys on
turn
Instagram, folks.
in your direction, man. So yeah, you're propagating a beautiful signal here. You're about 5 dB above S9, and
I'm gonna go LMR 1000 here.
If I was closer,
Don't be judging.
a bottle of fat-free water. Over.
Don't be judging, man. It's not fair. Don't be judging my Nancy Pelosi cable.
There you go. Right. Well, I'm not sure for the other 49 states, Rick, but for North Carolina, you got it covered like a dirty road.
Here's the way I look at this. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm half joking about getting this cable for POTA. Here's the way I look at this, and correct me if I'm wrong. I want to get the most amount of signal to my antenna as possible. A half a dB there, half a dB there, going through this, going through that. All those little tiny things. Yes, I messed up my thumb. That's why I couldn't type when I was trolling somebody on Twitter this morning. Anyways, I want to get the best signal as I can to my antenna with the less noise. I have a long 75-foot run. Anything along that line, I want to have no noise, as least amount as possible, try to get into it. I know. I was kidding about putting, I don't want it for my house. I was kidding about putting it in, using it for POTA, but I think I have a plan I want to mess with and play with. I'm going to put out a second antenna. I already have it. I have LMR 400 running out there, but man, that stuff's stiff too. Getting some messy and polony cable and putting it out and running basically the cable on my bushes like I ran when it was raining here for a couple weeks. And kind of play with that a little bit. What Hamstick was mentioning, and see how that affects my noise. So yeah, so I am serious about using it, but not for POTA. And I rather just get the good stuff, as good as possible. Because I don't plan on getting an amplifier at this point, because I don't see the need in it. So does that make sense, guys, why I'm asking?
One of the original, well, this is the original pin pal.
I just installed a log in my restroom.
We missed on the first one because the country was still shut down. We couldn't get in for, I think, 9 months. So that was the first.
All right, let's go to this messy.
This one. Hopefully we'll arrive in time and get the full from zero onward experience. Go ahead.
So there's two different hyperflexes here. This is why I'm asking you. I totally agree with you. But I am running a lot of stuff in my house here in a long run. You could just don't use the Apple ears or whatever. Oh, that makes sense. They have FT8 cable. They have Andy Crawley cable. They should have a cable after Andy.
Hopefully number 3's on the way. 7-3.
Damn it, I can't do this in feet.
6 Have a good night.
I want to do this in American.
And anyone else on frequency? Victor Echo 6 Alpha Oscar.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Okay, I heard K6EGG, about a 5.5 here in Calgary, Alberta. Name is Mike. Go ahead.
Copy that, Mike. You're a 5.9 down into Southern California tonight. Thanks for the cold air we're getting from Canada. We're actually supposed to get some rain, and snow levels will be down to 1,500 feet. But good to hear you tonight. And I think I chatted with you quickly a couple months ago, maybe in December or October.
Oh, Okay, great. Just remind me of your name and what part of Southern California.
My name is Golf Romeo Echo Golf Golf Greg, and I'm in the city of Chino. It's about an hour with no traffic drive from downtown Los Angeles.
I think I accidentally visited Chino by going east from Los Angeles, and it wasn't really a destination, but we somehow ended up there. Over.
Yeah, was there a lot of dairies? Maybe. A fun fact is, I don't know if you ever watched the movie Back to the Future. Part of that movie was filmed right here in Chino, about a mile south of me. The part where he goes back to 1955, where his house was not built. It's literally down the street from my house where that's at. It's still a vacant lot.
Oh wow, that's great. Yeah, I have seen the movie, and nice to have that so close to your home.
Copy that. It sounds like you're trying to make some contacts out there, but I just wanted to say hi, and you're sounding really good in the California. I'm just kind of moving around the band tonight and seeing what's coming in and what's not coming in, seems to be a lot not coming in, but we do have a front moving through. I don't know if that's affecting the band at all here locally, or some people are burnt out from the DX contests over the weekend. Over.
Yeah, probably that. Yeah, I did a little bit of operating on Sunday, but we did a whole bunch of antenna maintenance. Really poor planning on the timing, but we got a lot done in a couple of days with a big, huge man lift and 15 people out here to the club. So it was very productive. Over.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, my daughter walked in the room here, so I'm going to split here for a second. But Mike, you take care. Good making contact with you up there in Calgary. You're not too far away from my relatives that live up in the Red Deer. I forget the name of the road to take up there, but north of there. So take care. VE6AO. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Sorry to cut it short.
Hi, Haley.
Red Deer, just up Highway 2. And you'd be in Red Deer. 73 K6EGG VE6AO, and anyone else on frequency.
So, yeah, see my hand? That's for this. See, you look up there? Don't touch it though, okay? It's like about ready to fall. See, it's the leg is almost off. You like that there, Haley?
Where's the leg?
This leg right here. See, it's like almost off. Yeah. I can't move it any closer.
Why do you have a Band-Aid?
I cut my finger last night at work.
But how did you cut it?
I don't remember. It was a long day yesterday. Daddy didn't get home till super late last night.
Yeah, but I guess this Sharpie right here is a brown Sharpie.
We'll pull it out and see. Oh, it's a black one.
But it looks brown in there.
It's brown for you. Okay.
I want to keep it like this. And you can have yellow Sharpie.
Do we have some ball busting going on in the chat there? I didn't get a chance to read this stuff. Wear what? I do sometimes.
But why does it always
Mike
brown?
KO4PDI gave that to me.
But why you don't why is it colorblind?
I'm just trying to hold that up, and if I'm on late and mommy's sleeping, I don't wake her up. It kind of deadens the sound, makes it so you can't really hear. Just don't touch anything over there, okay, please?
Wait a minute, where's the part?
What? I didn't hear what you said, sorry.
Where is
I have it disconnected right now because I put this camera here. What? Oh, okay. It took me months to get it sorted. What are you guys arguing about there? So what's this down here again? I can't go this low. What's up, Scott?
Back up to 2 foot.
Whiskey Radio from Kilowatt Charlie 2 Men in Black.
Men in Black. So what are you guys talking about? What do you guys? Are you guys angry at each other right now?
Charlie 2, Mike India Baker.
Mike India Baker. Oh, my leg is cramping up. Dana just texted me. I can't. You can put this in the chat too.
Take care, my friend. 7-3.
I'm using the Palomar antenna right now. It's a Palomar 9-to-1, I think. Michael or Joe, if you're in here, you would probably know. You're the one that told me to get that, or suggested to get that. No arguing? Oh, man, I want to hear some arguing. Do you guys, 1 in the chat if you like this camera, 2 if you don't, if it's too annoying, too distracting.
Yeah, good evening, Damon, and thanks for the report. And you're not chopped liver into North Carolina, my friend. You propagating a good signal up here also. Name here is Tony, Tango Ocean Nancy Yankee, and we're on the southeastern quadrant of the state. If you're familiar with the state, Myrtle Beach is 100.
1 and 2. Oh, come on, man. Why are you so difficult with your Nancy Pelosi cable?
And we're about 120 miles from the.
Yeah, why not?
Just outside of, just on the eastern side of the.
I like watching wars. I like watching.
From K6EGG.
Wow, careful! The bot might shut you down. Actually, it won't because you're a mod. All right, staying up. And I'm also looking at the Nancy Pelosi cable right now. This is not a bad price at all for something comparable to what I have right now that I paid almost $500 for. What's a test report? I'm not ordering this, just by the way. What does a test report do? But still, I'll have to convert that. I'm not ordering it right now. They'll measure it. You mean feet wise or like signal through it? EVO connectors are cool. What makes them cool? Give me some examples of why they're cool. Now, how do I switch this thing to dollars? That's not too bad. I mean, it's half the price of basically what I paid for my LMR 600. Oh, sorry. I was reading. I thought I read somewhere I saw free shipping over 99 euros or something on one of the other pages. Does Gigaparts have a 75-foot run? I don't know. Let's check and see. Nancy and Polo. Oh, wait a minute. They don't. That's not what I'm supposed to put there. I don't know. Does it beat the folks over at Shark RF? Brandon code? Is that a Biden code or Brandon code? Is your code? And the reason why I'm bugging you because I watched your video the other day, Mike, and I was actually going to text you, but I didn't want to bug you because I know how that goes.
That makes you perfect ham.
Not if it comes from Vegas. I'll get it the next day if it comes from Vegas.
The AC6V website is geared to.
Well, hey, Hamstick, you're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Of course, it's going to take longer for you to get there.
Operation,
this is the first time I've done this show solo in a while. I don't really see anything HyperFlex 13 here anyway.
They touch every aspect of it, so I hope you enjoy it. And you can share it. And good luck to your wife and kids on the tournament tomorrow, Damon. Take care, stay safe, have fun. W5AOS from KC2 Man in Black. Have a good night.
75 or 100 feet, 35 feet.
Kilowatt Charlie 2 Mike Italy Bravo. QRZ.
$200 feet.
Victor Echo 7 Romeo India Echo. Good evening, go ahead. What's your name, over? Yeah, do that phonetically, over.
How was that the setup there? I did watch. Yeah, I probably do you have a link for discount code for that out of direct? I don't know. It's actually it's pretty good price already. I can't comment. Oh my goodness.
What?
Do we have
What?
a sad Mets fan here tonight?
I'm only half sad today.
Only half sad?
Yeah.
Why only half sad? Because they only lost one of the two games.
Correct. That'd be correct. What's new, Greg?
Just talking about Nancy Pelosi cable.
Oh God.
So I don't know. Did I miss the answer with Mike here? Oh wait. Use code K8 Armor D at checkout. Say 10% and free shipping. So that's even better.
What are you buying?
Well, I'm gonna use LMR. I'm gonna use okay. All right. Here's my plan. I got multiple antennas right now, right? That I could put outside. Right now I'm using the Palomar. It's actually doing really well. I almost got rid of it and I decided I'm going to experiment around with different placements, how I have it placed, which direction it's going, what side's broadband versus where I had before. Anyways, Hamstick mentioned that, maybe I should try putting out a second antenna for what do they call that? NVIS or so the noise would be lower.
Mm-hmm. NVIS.
So maybe I can use one for receive and one for transmit. I don't know how that works with this radio. Exactly. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I'll hear myself back on it, or I don't know how that works. Anyways, but I want to experiment around with the noise at least and see, I did notice when I had my antenna on the bushes and shrubbery in my backyard that I did have a lot less noise. But my transmit sucked. for obvious reasons. So I just wondered if I can use the other side of my radio here that you see my face is blocking and use that as a receive side and use the left side as my transmit side. But I don't know how that works. So if I do that, I wanted to get some equivalent to LMR 600, which everybody I know, they say it's overkill for what I'm doing for HF. But I want the best cable possible to get to where I need to go, because it's a little bit of a long run. And I just think you get shit in, you get shit out. And if you could use better cable, and I spent a lot of money on this radio, I want to get the best out of it. Even if I'm losing 5-6 watts getting to the end of the antenna or cable, I still would like to keep those 5 or 6 watts at the end of that cable, because that may make the difference of making a contact or not. Menu antennas. I don't really want to mess with it right now because I don't know. I don't know. I guess I could. What do you think about this other camera right here?
What the? Oh, was that from me?
Oh, no. I didn't know. I didn't realize that you were watching. You don't TX on the RX. Yeah, I understand, but I just wondered, does that pick me up? Like, does it like dim it, or I don't know how that works. But
hold on. Port into SPG. What is that, Lawrence?
I made a voice contact with him today on HF.
On who, Sad Ham?
Yeah, the original Sad Ham. So let's go through here. The ports on this are disconnected on transmit. One transmit.
Is he still a Sad Ham, Greg? That's the question.
It probably is.
Probably.
The other ports are disconnected on transmit. Okay, that makes sense. Then I'm just about there. And let me look at the back of Icom 7610. Back images. So let's take a look here. So I would have to use the BNC side. You'll generally be better off with LNA on RX antenna and not worry about cable loss. Well, the other thing, I agree with you. The other thing, I don't like running cable, and I'm going to be there, and I might use it for a transmitter one day for something. So I don't know. I'd just rather just have something in there and it's going to stay there. I'm probably going to take out the LMR 400 because it's driving me nuts. Not trying to listen to the reason though. Oh, come on. I know how to run cable.
No, you don't.
Oh my goodness. Oh, hamstick. You think I'm that bad?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to, and we've discussed this before, run a ground wire and see if that does anything to my receive noise. Oh, we got Ryan in here. That's something I do know how to do, is run cable. So what I thought maybe you have a, so I'd plug into one of these RX antennas in or whatever. Is that how that works? I don't know. I definitely want to experiment around and see what. Oh, he forgot the V. Experiment around and see what I can come up with. Let's go over to my. We're talking about antennas. What a novel idea. Amateur radio operators are talking about antennas. I'm talking about adding a second antenna. So while I'm doing this, you get any new people on pass and test?
We had some the other night. I mean, we run tests all night, but I was on my Thursday night DMR net tonight. So.
And what do you discuss on there?
We don't take ourselves too seriously. So MRD with some adult beverage would probably be a good fit on that net.
Get them aboard. All right. So connectors, where would it be here? Antenna connectors? No.
Well, this is not exactly your typical net mic, so it's
Oh boy.
what?
No, I'm just looking at this. Playing. I'll probably fuck myself here.
Yo, what?
Connectors. Connect receive antenna. I don't know what this is. Oh, dude, I'm gonna totally break something, aren't I?
Hmm.
You got a new fake award? Well, I don't know if we should mess with this tonight. But I also kind of want to figure out planning for the future, like antenna switch. No. Ooh. I don't know what this shit is. I'll probably fuck something up. MRD has a very good point. I'll probably definitely break something. I wish I would have gotten a 76 instead of the flex. In some ways, I would like to have the flex. What about you?
I have my Yaesu. I mean, I think for the I'm probably a step behind. I mean, you had the 7300, then you went to the 7610, right? So
Yes.
I'm still at that starter radio, I guess. Level of.
Let me make sure this thing still works here. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Check 1 2. Hello. Still transmitting. All right, so I'm going to go now to FT8, and I got to make sure that I have all this stuff off now, because I am making a little bit more contacts, I noticed. And I don't know, Mike, were you... and I brought this up when Hamstick pointed this out. I had all my filters on, and you said that my waterfall looks different than what your waterfall looked like. And it turns out I got to be honest. I did have some filters on. I just was too stupid to realize. I made 5 QSOs tonight.
Nice.
That's still pretty decent.
Yep. So cool.
So on a serious note, I bought this 7610 used. And I got to say, this thing has been solid. Knock on wood. Jim took care of this beast.
Good.
Because this thing has been on basically since I got it. I only
use it remotely when you're working, right?
I try to.
Yeah, and it's yeah. Well, that's how you get you get a lot more chance during the day to use remote ham radio compared to me. And it so that's.
I do have some time that I have some downtime, and I literally don't do anything for a couple hours.
You're so like on standby unless if nothing's broken, you're just sitting twiddling your thumbs.
My coworker, what they call A1, that's in charge of me basically, said the more you're sitting around, the better, because that means we're not hunting down problems. So
you also have to learn how to like look busy without knowing the.
that stigma kind of had left because people realize. I know for a while when COVID came back, or we got back from COVID, they were kind of like mixing things up and having people work that were new, and they realized that these people were running around all day, and they wondered why, because then they say, oh, well, they're running around all day. I'm like, well, then they don't know what they're doing. So that's how I feel about that.
Okay.
So you always have your NR on when FT8ing. Are we going to have a debate on this, or some explanation? Or maybe we should talk about the Twitter fool. Someone said that it's an opinion if something's too loud, and it's a personal preference. But there, at one point, it turns into a health issue if something's too loud. So it's not a personal preference. Anyways, turn it on. Watch your decodes compared before. You know what? I'm gonna turn it on. The NR. I have the NR on now. Let's look at my decodes. We're going to see after this transmit here. We're going to do a live experiment here. Take care, Ryan. Nice to see you in the chat. I always love looking at that cat. So far, this one actually seems to be picking up better. You can see where this line is right here. And this one is picking up better also. You could totally see that on the, so this line right here, segments when I transmitted and changed the NR. What are you guys doing on Saturday? I didn't get invited. I'm off on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
Do I
I'm
see
just
the,
surprised you were
I do see the dark black areas, but there wasn't anything there before.
Greg, I'm still surprised you were watching the sport that you were working, earlier. That you normally work.
I was just testing out something.
Oh, okay. And it worked, huh?
NR is now off. Okay, well, all right. So now this stuff is coming in right here, and it wasn't before. You can see where I turned it on right here. And I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn the NR on during this transmit. Man, I would love to go see that eclipse, but I cannot get out of work this week. It's way too busy.
I didn't think about it to book it.
I don't know. I'm on the fence here. Who are these people calling me? These Russian guys.
In Soviet Russia.
So it appears to be that in the darker areas there's a little bit more light, but I don't know if that's noise coming in or signal. Correct. I understand that, but is the noise reduction reducing some of the signal that I want to see? That's the question here. So we're looking at this in real time. I thought I noticed more of a difference. Maybe I didn't. Now maybe I don't. I don't know. NR makes stronger signals, may filter out the weaker ones. Yeah. So NR is on right now for me. I'm going to shut it off right now. No, I mean, even looking at the scope here, you can roll back the video and you can see for yourself, there is little slight differences in the dark areas. See, I turned it off right here. And this is a little bit brighter. I don't know. When I turn on filtering on my Yaesu, it makes people sound like they're underwater. Well, that's because, I don't know. Every time I mess with and I'm not knocking Yaesu, man, those menus are freaking deep, and someone can just press something in there and knock something offline.
You know what's funny, Greg? Do you remember when I got my extra Y? I got the 991 Alpha, right?
Yep.
Because I wanted the Shack in the Box, but I think I can count on 2 fingers the times I've really used the VHF, UHF part of it.
Are you saying you want to sell it, maybe?
I don't know. I'm just saying on hindsight, maybe I should have got a 7300.
You can always sell it.
It's true.
Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it online. Let's do it right now.
No, I need a radio.
You'll get a radio. You could have bought a 7300 from me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lawrence is saying just get another radio. If I didn't have my freaking auto insurance 2 years ago, it was $1,300 every 6 months for 2 cars. Now it's $2,500. Oh, look at Greg. Greg, you want to get rid of your 7300? We got somebody in New York. Maybe we can make a deal here. Oh, come on. We could spend your money tonight, huh? What's with all the Russians calling me here tonight? But when
they must watch your stream or something on YouTube, you know?
I doubt it. I've never had a Russian in here.
Lose the Tesla.
Why? You know what? I don't like the self-driving on the car. I like driving that car. It's a fun car to drive. I think I've discussed this.
Let me ask you this question. How is your range compared to advertised range on the Tesla?
Well, in some cases, I've gotten better than advertised. And in most cases, because the way I drive, I've gotten a lot worse. So yes, it can get the advertised mileage, but the way that people drive in California, I would say that it's not the case. I notice when I have a lot of stuff on my car, I actually get worse mileage. That is actually a fact. I've done some tests, but for the most part, I do not get what is advertised, but I can if I drive it like they said I should. So I guess it's a open-ended answer for that. Yes, it has one. A Hamstick. I don't. For me, I had a Toyota Prius 2012. And that thing got way better gas mileage than it advertised. I was getting in the 60s mile per gallon. And it said it was like 52. It did really good. I didn't really speed in that car. I drove top 70. I literally made it to Vegas and almost made it home on one tank. Say what you want. People bag on Priuses, but man, those things are really reliable, decent cars. I hated driving that thing, but man, it saved me a shit ton of money.
I was gonna say is I think I drive my car. I mean, I have a gas car. I have an Acura. I think the Honda. That's why I get the Hondas, the Toyotas, those type of cars. You know, they're reliable.
Which mode do you use? What do you mean? Which mode? I usually drive in chill mode. The thing is, man, when those cars, they accelerate like a mofo. I have a very good friend. The new Prius is a lot bigger than the older ones, but after sitting in that thing for about 2.5 hours a day for 7 or 8 years, I needed something different. The Chevy Volt I had was really nice. That actually got a little bit better gas mileage than advertised. I see you, Sean, on there. I've made a contact with you on 20, haven't I? I wonder if we can hit 60 meters if 60 meters is open. But I will tell you with this, I had this filter on here. I'll turn it on. And I had this filter on here. And you can see here in a second, these lines are not going to be as straight. So I don't want to lose anybody here. So I'm not going to. Whose fault is that, Sean? The only downside with any pure electric paranoid aspect of no power. Dude, you can't. I understand that theory and have driven both cars. You can't fill your pump gas up unless you have like bottles of gas in your car. You can't fill your gas up at the gas station because the power's out, because those take power. Dude, how the hell do you go 95 at that transition? First off, there's absolutely no way I believe that, because that thing's always packed, even at like midnight. I don't think I'm going to go on DStar at the moment. Maybe in a little bit. I'm going to go 60 meters right now.
What is a Warfa net?
I have no idea. It's like an egg net. Oh, yeah.
Sad ham net.
I forgot, Greg. You're right. That was nice. I made it to downtown LA in like 35 minutes.
Moses during COVID?
Yeah.
I used to get to work from Hamul down to the base downtown San Diego in like 15, 20 minutes. And by the time I got to work, I had more range in my car than when I left.
Because you're going downhill?
Yeah, about 3,500 feet down.
Oh, man.
I mean, I lost it all on the way back home, but.
Yeah, it's just different. People driving electric cars, you just have to have a little bit different of a mindset. Here's my mindset is that I bought a charger, a 60 amp charger that's in my garage. And whenever I get home and I'm not doing anything, I plug it in overnight when I go to sleep. And 2-3 hours later, it's full to where I need to go. So I don't have to worry about it. And anywhere I drive in Southern California, I can make it home. I can drive to Pepperdine, make it home. I can drive to San Diego and back. I can make it home. So I don't have to worry about that. I could drive to Vegas and almost make it on one charge. I don't feel comfortable, especially being out in the desert, but there's shit tons of chargers out there. You can just pull off for like 10 minutes and I can make it the rest of the way. And
I used to pull off, I think, in Barstow.
That charger,
Barstow.
That place sucks. I've charged there. It's not good.
Oh, the
Baker?
place that I can't remember Barstow? The place I went to. I want to say it's near Barstow, but they had like an eatery. It was like a mall of like road trip food.
I think the best place to stop now on the way to Vegas is probably the Eddie World. They got clean bathrooms. You can go doo-doo in there. It's not that bad.
So it's like Buc-ee's?
I don't know. COVID was not good for me.
Wait, maybe Eddie World was the place I went to.
They have a bunch of candy in there and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
like, it.
Yeah. It was like all the things you could ever want for a road trip inside.
Yes, that's it. And it's there's not as many chargers there, but usually people charge at Baker or Barstow.
I don't think I've ever seen more than like one or two cars there, like off on the right side of the building.
Yes. That's where the original Del Taco was at, just down the street, by the way.
Oh, Del Taco is so gross.
Says the guy that eats Taco Bell. I had a friend on X.
I have some good memories of Del Taco, but it's gross.
Wait a minute. She got stranded twice due to the low charge and had to sit for hours just to get back to LA.
If you get stranded, that's your own fault.
Yeah.
Why? What does that mean? You don't hook the cable up correctly or something?
Well, you don't stop or you don't plan.
You're not paying attention. Yeah.
And it could happen. But that's what I said. You got to have a little bit of a different mindset. Like if I'm going to leave the night before, like driving back from Vegas, I'm going to, if there's somewhere in a hotel to charge, even like if I could find like a 110 charger in the parking lot sometimes, I'll just plug her in there.
See, my thing is why, I think for electric cars, you're going to have to do the thing where you're going to have to make it a battery swap, type of thing at gas stations. Like, or,
that's not practical.
I was in a snowstorm. Had my car in Wisconsin. It was fine. So the problem that you saw with people in Chicago with their cars going dead is those were people who couldn't charge at home, which if you can't charge at home, don't buy an electric car.
And real quick, Tesla, was it a Tesla, Greg? And I'm not saying electric cars are good for anybody. And you made a very good point. For me, they work out great because I got solar panels up there. I don't pay for electricity. I come home every night. I can charge every night. I don't have to wait for anybody. 4 out of 7 places I work at, I can charge for free if it's available. It's a good deal for me. If you live in an apartment complex, no.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can't charge at home, like
don't get one.
It's not a good, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's why those people in Chicago, because the chargers went offline, and they didn't have a place to charge at home. So like I drove through like blizzards and stuff when I went cross country. And when I wake up in the morning, like at the hotel, I'd set my car on like auto defrost, and I'd get out there. My battery would be full. My car would be warm, and all the ice and snow had melted off of it. Didn't even have to scrape my windows, and I didn't have to go outside to do it either. It was great.
And Greg, I heard that too. And I've also heard that they're damaging the cars when they did that. 60 meters is not good right now. She has a Tesla X. Man, that thing has a ton of range, dude. I don't know how that happened. That thing has like 300 miles of range. Oh, actually 350 miles of range.
Greg, doesn't yours have 310?
If I can get it charged all the way, yeah.
Okay.
I
need to recalibrate my sensor. Mine says I'm down to like 285 or 292 when I'm full, but I just need to drain it completely and then charge it back up to recalibrate it.
My Model S, fully charged, got like 430, I want to say. I made it to Vegas and drove around for a little bit on one charge. Vegas is about what, 280?
Yeah.
280 miles.
What was it? The extended long range Model S is like close to 600.
The what?
There's one of the Model S's. A friend of mine has one. He was saying he gets like 600.
I think they only made that for a very, very short time.
Isn't that all software with the battery range where they just gotta pay?
Somewhat. No. They could put a bigger battery in there in software.
Yeah, in some cars they do that because it's cheaper. I think the mid range? I don't know if they still make it, but they used to make like 4 different ranges for the Model 3, but they didn't make 4 different battery sizes.
Yeah, they did it. Yeah.
And at one point they had it with some of the cars where you could purchase after you bought the car, the battery upgrade.
That's bullshit. I don't like that.
Well, I mean, it was cheaper to make a 75 kilowatt pack and limit it and charge less than it would have been to make a 60 kilowatt hour pack.
And Butch, your question is kind of relative to where you're at. It could, you could be in Vegas, you could be in Nevada, and you could be, I've seen it there as low as 10 cents a kilowatt. And in LA area, depending on the time, I've seen as much as 60 cents a kilowatt. So that can run you about $45 to $50, depending on how low you are. So it's kind of relative speaking.
Then there's those weird ones that charge based off of time. So it actually gets more expensive to keep charging your car and making it full than if your car is empty and you get that really fast rate of charge for the first 60, 70%.
Tesla ones?
Yeah, some states were doing it where it was based off of time, not kilowatt hours.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, so a lot of times in like the routing too, like on road trips, my car would route me to basically get down to under 20% before it would even recommend charging it.
Because it
0 to 50 faster than 50 to 100.
Because it can charge faster. Yeah.
Yeah. But to also answer that question, I've owned my car for 5 years, and I think I may have spent $300 or $400 in charging in 5 years total. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Because I have free electricity in Hawaii, and I had free electricity in San Diego. And before I had that, it came with like 5,000 miles worth of free charging.
And Greg, those are nice. The displays in them are amazing. They kind of like kind of turn a little bit. Yeah, like electric car is not good for everybody. And I think that it needs to be well thought out. It may look cool. They might like the little YouTube videos of the people going and charging and playing a little fancy music. But in reality, you need to check yourself and make sure that's, something reliable for you and personal choice on how your day progresses. I know somebody that got one and they live in an apartment and they're like, I can't charge anywhere. It takes me, and they live in West Hollywood. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You live in an apartment. How are you going to, it's not like going to a gas station. This is good for me. I love it. I was down to 40% last night and I just plugged it in. And when I woke up this morning, obviously it only took like 3 hours, but it was fully charged and I had the whole day to myself. I can use the car and not have to worry about it. And I didn't have to drive to a gas station.
And for a lot of people that it's not good for, there are many, many, many more people who think that an electric car isn't for them. And they're letting their preconceived notions and thoughts and their political ideology make excuses, and they're not actually. I know so many people who are against electric cars until they ride in mine, and
yeah, they're like,
they ask questions like, how much do you pay to charge it? And I say, I don't. It's free. Or
wait, why is this free?
Electricity is included in my rent.
I got it.
And by the way, real quick, Greg, you don't have to rethink your driving habits if you have a place to charge at home. You literally, it's the same thing. It actually saves you time because you don't have to drive to the gas station. Go ahead. Sorry, Eric.
And then before I lived in Hawaii, I had enough solar at the house where we didn't have an electric bill. But a lot of people say, oh, well, I can't drive cross country. And then I ask them, when's the last time you drove cross country? And it's typically 5 years or more ago. So I tell them, okay, well, you can get an electric car, save all the money on gas, and then rent a car for the one time every 5 years you drive across the country or do a road trip. Or just, I've done dozens of road trips, like 1,000, 2,000 miles in my car. And the way I do, I stay in a hotel. I wake up, I charge at the hotel. I drive until lunchtime, charge my car while eating lunch. When I'm done at lunch, my car is full and I drive until dinner, charge it, drive until I get to a hotel, charge it. I never actually lose time by charging because I'm eating lunch and I'm eating dinner and charging it there.
Well, yeah, going to Vegas, yeah, you got to kind of rethink. And here's another thing I want to bring up for ham radio guys And one of the reasons why I made the video I made of the Tesla with my ham radio gear in there. Yes, you can use it. No, there's no noise in there when I'm driving. People say, "Oh, you can't use a ham radio." No, you can. It's easy. I've had electric cars for the last 7 years. No noise whatsoever. In fact, I think it sounds cleaner in some cases because I don't hear the alternator noise. Sometimes what I would hear on VHF when I had the squelch open. Were you saying
that
something?
Alternator noise was rough for me when I visited back home in Wisconsin during the winter, and I wanted to do POTA, and I had to have the car off so I could even on a like a bio-NO battery not connected to the car. If I ran the car to have the heat on, the alternator noise just killed 40 meters.
I haven't done HF yet, but I will shortly. Butch, yes, my wife has a hybrid RAV4 2022, 21. That's a badass car. That car works very well. And I think it acts for us. I think on our climate here, we get over 45 miles to a gallon. I think she's closer to 48. You have an electric Bronco? A white one? That was a joke.
One from the early 90s, Greg?
Yeah. But what electric part of it?
Well, wait, was there someone with a gun on the cell phone with the LAPD? Or is that too close to the slow chase? Oops, did I say that?
You did say that. I don't know. Yeah. And I'm a little upset. I put that video out as short. I don't normally do shorts, but I got kind of creative that day and I had 2 hours to kill. So I wanted to do something. So I made a video and you could plug your ham radio into your car, your Tesla. You got like 160,000 views. I'm like, what the heck? Out of all videos, I don't know what it was. It's probably the Tesla because I saw it was like, and I don't want to like knock anything. I'm just stating a point. I looked at because I can look at the demographics. 25 to 35-year-old Asian men watching. But I don't think a lot of them will be liking ham radio operator or liking ham radio, but they're probably interested. What is that thing? I got a lot of interesting emails from that.
You know, the biggest thing that I really hate that Tesla does, and they still do it to this day because I'm on their website right now. In the price on their website, there's an asterisk and it says price assumes estimated gas savings of $3,600 over 3 years. So they're giving you a fake price because they're taking that off the top price of the car, even though you still have to pay that 30. Like they're making the price that you buy the car for $3,600 less than the actual check you have to write them, and that really bugs me.
Yeah, it's kind of. I would agree. That's a little disingenuous of them to do that.
You're not saving money while buying a. Because I was looking at, I got an email that said that I can trade in my car and transfer over my full self-driving and premium package and all that stuff for free.
Oh, he does have an electric one.
So I was like, ooh, well, I got my car paid off. Let's see what the new Cybertruck is. And they have that price assumes gas savings. And I'm like, God, after 5 years, they still got that crap on their website.
Didn't I already make contact with this guy? I've made contact with this guy like once a week. Greg, you run FT8? Greg 1G. Try running HF in a third generation Tacoma. The fuel pumps unshielded and put out tones on RF. Yeah, I think some of the microprocessors put out a lot less RFI. I mean, I got a lot of stuff in here making noise. We have microprocessors in our radios alone. So if anything, they could be, making some noise. But as far as the cars, man, I haven't noticed anything.
The one thing about operating HF in my car that I've noticed is when I transmit on certain bands on FT8, it'll set off I think it's the seatbelt thing on the passenger side. Because they have one wiring harness that isn't shielded. So when I transmit on FT8, I get a little thing on the car that says like passenger safety system fault or whatever.
Oh, not fasten seatbelt.
No, it's basically saying that it can't detect the sensor that like your seatbelt or whatever is plugged in, because it loses connection because it's getting RFI.
That's something similar with my sensor going off in my passenger side when I was on DStar and my Chevy Volt. I fixed it by plugging a seatbelt in. So I thought that somebody was sitting there.
And then I get the same thing at my house on 17 meters FT8. It turns on my dishwasher.
Cool. It's like a remote.
17 meters will turn on my dishwasher, and it will set off my carbon monoxide sensor sometimes. I think if I put a choke on the Coax, it'll stop, because it seems to do it when it has like an SWR between 1.5 and 2 is when it does it the most. So I think it's actually the Coax radiating that's causing it. To fix the
is it raining yet?
To fix the dishwasher, I flip the breaker, and the breaker stays off until I need to wash my dishes. And then to fix the carbon monoxide thing, I just take the battery out and hope I don't die.
I remember on my old condo, I'd had I forget what radio I was using at the time. It was an FT90, I want to say. That sound right? UHF, VHF. And my smoke detector would go off when I would transmit. Oh, shit. It is raining here. It's raining right now.
Yeah, Nate's saying that 17 meters turns on his what's up with 17 meters like turning stuff on?
Oops. FT8?
Yeah, Nate was saying that his stove turns on when he transmits 17 meters.
And my back. Hey, there's 25 watching. Don't forget to hit that like button.
I already hit it. Don't worry.
You
I
all
smashed
your
that
accounts.
button twice.
And for some reason, I'm not. Sean, I don't know. Did you go to FT4 20 meters? I don't know if you saw my message. My stove and electric. Oh, wow. You know, since I got this choke, and I think Seth, you got the same choke I have right now. The Palomar one?
No, I never. No, I didn't order the Palomar. I never got the Palomar. Well, I told you what the problem was here, right? Remember we were talking about this a few months ago?
Yeah.
Where the cable company ran the unshielded Cat 7 where my feed line is and kills my internet.
Kentucky.
Oh, Greg, I did fix my car this morning.
What was broken?
My windshield wiper on the driver's side, one of the jets was clogged, and I finally had enough of it after like 6 months of it, like just kind of like pittering out water. I finally went out there and I said, you know what? I'm cleaning you today. And I put a little pin in there and like swirled it around, and now it shoots water all nice and good. And now I have clean windows.
Why not you just like wash them with with Windex and stuff?
I don't want to do that every time that I like park my car within a half mile of the ocean.
Oh yeah, you got that little ocean thing right by you, huh?
Yeah, the salt. Yeah, the windows are, or like at work, some of the one of the places I go to for work, the trees like have this like dry pollen stuff that falls down, and it gets your car is like yellow by the end of the day. It's not like super yellow, but it's It'll like blow off the rest of your car, but for some reason it sticks to your window.
Nothing on 17. It's like 20 is the only thing open for me right now. Usually 60 opens up a little bit later. Your stream thumbnail is whacked. What are you talking about?
Looks fine to me.
My thumbnail? Huh?
I just went out to my subscription page and you have like a puzzled look on your face, but it looks fine.
South Dakota. Not too many people in South Dakota. We need to get some more people in New Mexico.
I need South Dakota and North. I need both Dakotas on 80 meters.
I think I got them on 80 meters.
I'm
YouTube
up to,
landing page. Well,
I'm
what
up
is
to
it?
35.
Let me go to my another account here.
I think I'm at like 37 or 40, but I only have 35 confirmed right now. Last night, 80 meters was booming. It was crazy. But you went to bed too early, Greg.
I went to bed at 2 a.m.
Yep. About midnight is when it started getting good here. Maybe 1 o'clock here, so probably 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. by you. Basically when the East Coasters were waking up to work Japan is when it was really good. I mean, it was good the whole night. There just wasn't people on. I was only seeing like 3 or 4 people on, but when the East Coast people were waking up early to work Japan, that's when it was.
What's weird right here, Greg? I don't see anything weird. I didn't want to go there. I had to go back to my other account. Or maybe I'll just watch it on here. The black box and red letters streaming soon. Oh, I had a problem with my ham clock. That's not working. Oh, there it goes. So
Really?
it wasn't working. Yeah, it wasn't working earlier. Seth, did you just text me?
Yes.
You guys just told me that.
Meh.
I need to set up a ham clock. I have an extra monitor, well, 2 extra monitors, and those Innovato Quadras, and I just need to like do the thing.
The thing?
Yeah, like load the software up and plug them in and find a place to put them.
Yeah, you could use your browser too.
I only have 2 screens on my computer. I don't have enough room for that. Ain't nobody got time for.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, but if anyone out there in Streamland has a good 80 meter setup, and you're in what are these states? Arkansas or Delaware,
Kansas,
Idaho,
have a good night,
Kansas, Maine, Mississippi, the Dakotas, New Hampshire, South Carolina, Vermont, or Utah, or Wyoming, especially Wyoming. Like, if you guys got good 80 meter setups, you give me a holler because I'm looking for you.
I'll be on 80 meter in a couple hours. 80 meters has a very narrow window for me.
I don't think that it's probably narrow for you, Greg. I just think that there's not a lot of activity when you think it's closed. Because I see the same thing. Like right at the beginning when it opens up, you get a lot of activity and then everyone goes to sleep. But then once Japan is on and people start waking up on the East Coast, it picks back up again. At least that's what I'm thinking.
Mine runs off the power supply off the radio. Interesting. Hampshire. I need to get some more counties for New Hampshire here. I don't know. I've never worked this guy, so I'm going to try to work him.
See, I'm not seeing that much DX there, Mike. I mean, I got Solomon Islands last night. I got like Ecuador and I think Colombia.
Interesting. Yeah, Colombia was coming in last night, I saw.
Unless there's a DXpedition, I don't see. I guess New Caledonia was on a couple nights ago. Yeah, but see, I wish I would have been on 80 meters.
I already have Rockingham
a year ago because there was like 25, 30 DXpeditions to all these little tiny islands, and I missed them, almost all of them on 80 and 160.
Greg has a very good point. They're all asleep at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
I only see the one guy from the alter ego of Scott. His call letters are a little bit reversed from Arizona. I think I got Japan on. You go to sleep at 3 a.m., Sean? Well, it is what? Almost we're 4 strokes away from midnight.
The problem I'm having right now with FT modes is unless it's a DXpedition or they're on a non-standard frequency, as soon as I start calling like another DX person, people will start calling me. Or what's killing me lately, there was someone on 12 meters that I need. And they were every couple of minutes going from evens to odds or odds to evens. But the problem was like 4 people were calling on that same frequency. So they were on like 1500 and 4 people were calling that DX station at 1500. So when the DX station went from even to odd, now there was 5 people transmitting all at the same one and nobody could hear the DX station anymore. And people were calling evens and odds and no one could actually hear the DX station anymore.
Well, everybody wants your Kielbasa Henry 6.
No, they weren't calling me. They were calling this other station is way more DX than me. They were all trying to call this person, but because they switched from evens to odds, there was like 30 people calling them on evens, 30 people calling them on odds, and 4 people calling them on the same frequency that they were trying to transmit on. So all these people were calling them, but nobody could actually hear the DX.
Go with Mike. Everybody wants the Kielbasa Henry 6 station. By the way, Greg, do you run mobile? You're in the area. Another thing on my video I posted with the Tesla, someone mentioned, I think in the chat, or not in the chat, or in the in one of the comments, that my antenna orientation was off a little bit. And yes, it was radiating down into the into the ground basically. So I did reorientate the antenna. So I'd level out and leveled it out. So I don't know if that will improve my transmit. I kind of did that on purpose because I wanted the other side to go out, but maybe that didn't work out so well. Ooh. I thought Chase was going to be in here tonight. I was going to ask him a question. A little quiet out here now on FT8. What happened to the band? Did they go poo-poo? Or maybe my filter, maybe me turning all my filters off. Let's go to 30 here and see what happens. Although the sun just went down here, so I got to remember the atmosphere is going to be a little bit different coming into spring. Although I think I just saw it was 47 or 49. I got to double check and look and see on that. $51 and rain. That's cold for California this time of year. For you guys on the East Coast, it's probably like normal. These are junky bands tonight. Another one of those do jobs mounted in the RV. You drive your RV to work? What do you drive to work? What do you drive at the 5760? Oh, you're going to like this one. Let's see if I can pull this up. I don't want to like dox somebody's text though. No, that's not what I wanted to do. So this was last night, about 40 minutes before I was leaving for work. I'm trying to go south and trying to go east. I was right there. I couldn't drive up to here and take the 5 down because this was all closed. I couldn't drive here to here because this is all closed or backed up, and this is closed. I couldn't drive south and go east on the 10 because this is closed. I couldn't take the 10 because this was closed right here, and further down east was all closed on the 10. We call it the 10, yes. Highway 10.
I was just going to mention that California is the only state that I know of that refers to their highways with an article.
You know why that is?
I don't.
Do you know your highway history in California? Because they used to call the roads by name. The Artesia Freeway, the Santa Monica Freeway. So they just switched it to 10, the 10. Greg, you know how that goes. By the way, it took me an hour and a half to get home last night.
I guess it's kind of like Italy. They call their roads like via. Like I lived on like Via Privata Monterusso, which meant like private road in Monterusso. Or they've got these hiking paths called Via Ferratas, which is like an iron road that it's kind of like a cross between hiking and climbing, because like you're clipped into these like metal bars as you like go across the rocks.
Here's a little bit of the history by that day.
And what's weird is I called so back where I'm from in Wisconsin, I called the highway. I was like, "Oh, we're gonna take the 41," and everyone looked at me like I was like a crazy person. They're like, "Do you mean Highway 41?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, that's what I meant."
Nightmare. Talk about old Angelinos. They give you the name. Yeah. I mean, it's stuck in our head. I said something, I called the Houston Loop the Loop, and they're like, what? Why are you calling it that? Yeah, but you guys have I don't know if Mike's still there. There's an inner loop and an outer loop, I think. God, I can't remember. I got a bad SWR on 30 right now.
I think if I lived in Texas, the only road I'd need to know is the one that took me to move into Oklahoma.
Come on, baby. What's going on with this thing? There we go. What is going on here? I-95. I've driven on I-95. Actually, all the way from New York.
The interstate system is weird, too, because somehow there's an interstate system in Hawaii that doesn't connect to any other states.
Well, 71 is not an interstate, so it wouldn't be I. You're right. Greg, you're not from California originally? Is that why? So 95 for local 72 equals. I finally hear you. Minus 17 on 30 meter. Go for it. 80, 20, 40, 30, 20. Come and get me, Rich. I don't see you here yet. I'm trying to get this guy in. Oh, yeah. 71. Yeah, but our 71 here is just a regular California 71. Ohio, huh? I used to spend a lot of time in Cleveland. I have spent a lot of time in Cleveland.
I work with someone from Cleveland. He has unkind things to say about Cleveland.
I've not had too many good experiences in Cleveland. The people there are nice.
I think one time he said, "Come to Cleveland for the meth. Stay because you sold your car for meth."
One of my favorite steakhouses used to be in Cleveland, downtown Cleveland. I'm trying to think of the.
Was it called the Steamer?
No, there's no steaming going on there. I have been to ESPN in Bristol, yes. Quite a few years ago, probably 18 years ago. It was not where I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like this. What? It's like this. Not what I thought it was.
Is ESPN full of cubicles?
That's an office building with a studio there and transmission facilities. I think it's a lot bigger now. I think they've upgraded it quite a bit. They were just changing over to high definition when I went there. Yeah, someone that grew up in Michigan have misfortune of living in Ohio twice. I can assure you nobody cares about Ohio. I like some of the people there. I have some friends that live in Cleveland, so I can't rag on it too much. But what the heck is the name of that restaurant that I have in Cleveland? I'm trying to think of it. Not Clevelander. That's Miami. There's another one outside of Cleveland, the restaurant. I think it's in the Midwest. Hyde Park Steakhouse. There we go. Very good steaks. I ate there last time I was there before they closed it. I had 0 hours of sleep for 48 hours, and I almost fell asleep on my steaks plate. I remember like getting dizzy going, you know what? I think it's time to go back to the hotel. I hadn't slept in 40 something hours.
You know what's the worst is like those times when you haven't slept in 2 days and then you only sleep for 4 hours and you wake up and you're still tired, but you can't go back to sleep.
Yep. Been there, done that. And you get the cotton mouth going.
It was, I think, 5 days where I only got to sleep like 2 or 3 hours a night. And then when I finally got done with what I was doing, I got some I like OD'd on Benadryl. Because they couldn't give me sleeping medication. But they're like, yeah, everyone gets sleepy on Benadryl. So I took like 3 Benadryl and knocked out for like 16 or 18 hours straight.
How did you feel after you all?
I woke up, I ate dinner, and then I went back to bed for like another 4 or 5 hours.
I'm surprised you weren't dehydrated. Greg, when did you move out here? I don't know if that's coming to California. I don't know. If I lived out of state, I would not come to California right now. Lifelong Californian, born and raised, born in Long Beach, raised in Ontario. Pretty much stayed close other than traveling for work. It is getting expensive and the roads are nasty and there's road construction everywhere and there's people defecating on the side of the roads. We almost caught that on the live stream too. If I had the camera out, you would have saw that. For the mouse? What did you work for Disney or something? I worked there for a very, 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 very short time. The broadcast department.
Hey, Greg, turn your noise filter on and see what happens to some of the weaker signals.
The NR button?
Yeah.
It's on
I
now.
still think your filter roll on the left side is a little lackadaisical.
What would cause that? So if you see where this green line here, I don't know if you're watching the preview. This is when I turn the filter on.
Yeah.
So it looked like I brought up stuff. But it also, so it made this darker, but it made this lighter.
Yeah,
and it
but
made
then
this,
when you look
this lighter.
At some of the weaker ones, like around 17 or 1800, it looks like it made those. It looks like it made the strong signal stronger and the weaks weaker.
I don't know if I agree with that. Looking at this, look at this one right here.
That's not a weak signal. That's not weak.
Okay, look at this one right
550.
here.
550.
You see more sparkly right here, and you see less sparkly right here.
What about the one at like 550?
It's pretty much weak all the time.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Mike. I don't think it makes too much of a difference, but that other, the notch filter, I noticed it did.
See, I noticed it here because I see a lot of weak signals.
Well, you're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
What's up, Casey? Nice to see you in there. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Thanks for jumping in.
When I fiddle with the audio,
don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.
I don't know what they call it. Let me pull it up here. It's almost like a gain button where basically you adjust. Yeah, I disagree with that statement completely.
What's a real ham? Are you deciding on my hobby now? Does that sound familiar? Oh, cool. You're coming in from FT8. Haven't I worked you a couple of times? No, I'm trying to figure out what's your call sign again here? No, I have not worked that. I do not remember. I don't remember anybody's call sign though, so don't feel bad. I can't even remember mine half the time.
You remember mine?
Kilbasa Henry 6. Whiskey India.
In your Kilbasa 6 enchilado grape.
I don't remember looking at this one. So Maple Valley, Washington.
Is he a scuba diver?
Possibly. It looks like he likes skiing, long walks on the beach, hiking, all the normal stuff. Cool. Thanks for jumping in there and saying hello. I generally, if I'm not talking on here, I normally, if I'm going to work somebody like this guy right here, like, I don't know if you guys saw, but I look at his profile. I'll just kind of breeze through it here. I like to look at ham shack pictures. That's actually pretty much my favorite thing of mine to do. There's a couple different Facebook. No, not Facebook. Instagram pages that have it's called ham stuff, I think.
I really want
6 a.m.
I want some like inspiration for like an awards wall. I want like
fake awards like this. Fake.
No,
awards.
like the DXCC that you still haven't put in a frame. I'm gonna send you a frame.
Really? That'd be very nice of you. You don't have to do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know the thing about
if you do
frames,
send me a frame, send me 4 of them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's the problem with frames. Like, I was really like when I got my first one, I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna pick out the perfect frame," and it was $25. And now I have to keep buying that $25 frame instead of like the $11 frame because you can't have mismatching frames.
Yeah, you can. It depends on. It's a different era of time, so that's kind of another thing. A reason why I don't mind it.
I kind of want to do like a organization of them. Like I'll have worked all states, and then like branching off, it'll have like digital, phone, and CW, and then the endorsements for bands, and then kind of similar with DXCC and.
Those are real awards. Those aren't fake awards.
I want to get like a thing though, like
these are fake.
Like kind of like a black, like almost leather background to hang all the awards on with like little like trophy lights on it, you know.
I'd rather frame some
classy.
Stock. Oh baby, looks like 30 meters is not going well. Just bought the amount of frames I would need for the awards.
Some of the awards, like I put a lot of effort into.
That one you got with the surfboard's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the one where I'm gonna see. I put like
pull that up.
36 hours of operating in a tent on the beach in the sun.
Was that the one you were wearing a diaper?
I was not wearing a diaper. I did, however, pee in the ocean instead of going to the facilities. I was like, you know what? I'm hot and I gotta pee, so I'll just go jump in the ocean, pee in the ocean, and cool off.
Let's see if I can pull this up here from your Twitter account here. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I want to. Maybe do low power next year.
Dude, you need to go 1.5 kilowatt. Just do it. Do it as much as you can.
So I did QRP, and the problem with QRP is I did like almost 900 QSOs, and second place I think was 40. So I did all that and spent all that effort, and I was hot and in a tent. So what I think I should do is get like an Airbnb and like an expensive one that has like, you know, a decent amount of property. So there's low, like it'll be away from neighbors with RFI, and just go ham, like full on like SO3R, like 2 radios doing FT8 at the same time SSB. Like sitting there, like
just do it and wear diapers, man. Diapers on the air. Come on, man.
No, what I'm saying though, like doing, like having 3 computers, 2 of them calling CQ on FT8, and then the third one doing sideband, and do like SO3R at 100 watts.
So this is weird. So I just turned on the filter again. Let me turn it off. Turn it on.
Yeah, Chase, the fish pee and poop in there all the time. So, and they live there.
I don't like peeing in water. I don't like that feeling. I remember I was a kid. I peed in the pool once. I'm like, that just does not feel right.
You're not supposed to pee in the pool, Greg.
I know. That's why I don't pee in the pool. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
especially if it's your own.
So,
especially if it's your own pool.
All right, I don't know if you guys are watching. So I just put the filter back on, and it added all this noise right here. That's very strange. Let's do another pass.
So look at 1500. Do you see how the signal went away?
Yeah.
Like it was in there light blue, and then it went to like
all right, so
icky.
next pass, I'm gonna turn it on right now. So I turned it off right now.
Set your
signal,
your waterfall color to like cyan.
Cyan.
Yeah, like on the waterfall.
What about it?
I think cyan gets you a different contrast.
Okay, so if you look over here to the left, all that noise went away when I took off the NR. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. And then right around 1700, the signal gets stronger with noise reduction turned off. And then, or I'm sorry, like 1300. And then the same thing at about 1150. Yeah.
Yeah, I did notice that.
And the one at 1150 it went completely away with NR turned on.
I just turned it off. So this line right here, this transmit, I turned it off. So you could see what the difference is.
Yeah, and right at 1150, you can tell a big difference.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
This guy's not calling me back. Marcus, give me a call. Try again.
So for me, I fiddle with my settings a lot, especially on very weak stations. Like yesterday, I was trying to get Qatar. I didn't get Qatar. They couldn't hear me.
Yeah, so Chase, my notch filter is off. I'm probably going to leave it off for now. I want to play with it on different bands, but that definitely looks a lot different.
Well, notch you definitely want to have turned off.
Notch is off, yes.
Yeah. Because what notch will do is it'll take the loudest signal and think that it's actually like someone keying up, and it'll just wipe out that area.
I'm going to turn the preamp on. See what that does. This experiment. This was what it's all about, right? Experimenting.
I haven't noticed any difference with the preamp on my 7300, whether it's on or off, other than I can see the signal on the radio's waterfall better with it on. But it was getting the same kind of signal into wsjtx. Because what I was trying to do is I was reading about some things about adjusting your preamp, especially if you have an LNA, so that you have between an S0 and S1 noise floor with your gain settings. And that will give you the most amount of dynamic range, I guess might be the best term. I've been fiddling with 6 meters a lot lately.
I missed that one day when it was really going.
Yeah, the one day was just going bonkers. I had a pile up of JAs that went on for an hour. It was crazy.
They're kind of pushy.
No.
It's like boom, 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 boom. I look and I have like 6 of those guys call me all at once.
You'll notice some of them will only call when you RR73 or call CQ. When you're in the middle of a QSO, they stop calling.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that.
Some do. Yeah, when 6 meters to Japan was open, it was bonkers.
On 10 and 12 at Gray Line here, it is crazy. Like the whole screen is filled with JAs. I probably work my what is that? Waja, that's it. I probably how can we tell and see if I hit it yet? I should have hit it by now. I mean, I literally worked probably 300 JA stations since we did it.
Okay, so I will give you a link. I don't know how to give you a link. Because I can run that script. the K1MU script.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have that link saved?
Probably not. It's not a big deal. It's too much.
Okay. So if you just Google search K1MU.
Does it have to be Google?
I mean, if you Google K1MU, it's the first result.
KU, what's that?
K1MU. It's the one that is in purple you've already been to. And then put your username up at the top. And then you want to do report on QSL records only. And then worked station location data in report, the next checkbox. And then go down to report on QSOs with what DXEC entity and change that to Japan. And then probably off screen, you'll want to hit submit because it'll bring up a logbook of the world ARL page for your login. Ooh,
I just got an error message.
What does it say? Your face is in the way. Page request limit. Ooh. Maybe too many people are using it. Go back to the thing. Make one change in there when you do it, though. Instead of add in your call sign again to that report on QSOs when you use the call sign, and then put your call sign in there.
This first one here, right?
Yeah. Huh. It worked for me when I did it.
Oh, now I got it. Now that worked. So that downloaded it somewhere. Great. So now I have an ADI file. What do I do with that?
So if you want to send that file to me, I will process it for you. I'll tell you what you're missing. Because it's a program you need Windows to run.
Of course.
Well, I shouldn't say it's written in Python. If you installed Python on your Mac, you could run it.
River City?
Yeah.
On the way.
In the wind?
In the wind. I just didn't want to put up his email for obvious reasons. Well, Marcus, we are a no-go on 20 meters, pal. What's the site? Let me put it up for you. I'll put it in the chat here. I've never worked voice for Japan.
Ever?
Nope.
Really?
CB.
I guess I haven't worked.
Does that count?
For as much as I work them on FT8, I really probably less than 5% of the time is on voice.
I gotta go pee.
All right. Ooh, that didn't work at all. Why didn't that work? Ooh,
For me, is
file didn't work.
What's that?
Greg, that didn't work at all.
What?
The file you sent me is empty. It says, yeah, nothing. There was nothing in it.
So, am I doing this right here? Oh, yeah. Report QSOs when worked, call sign, K6EGG.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, get rid of that. I'm sorry. Because that's the other station's K6EGG. All right, try it again. Oh.
Let's see. Last time I got the error message. Error message.
Weird.
Yeah, I didn't get it with the other one.
Try it one more again.
Nope.
Huh. It's working for me.
But it worked for me on that other when I had the other thing checked.
Yeah. Try it one more again.
Third time's a charm?
Yeah. There you go.
No, it didn't. It still hasn't worked.
I just saw the login page.
Yeah, that part works. It's when I try to create the file, it doesn't work.
Maybe you're rate limited on Logbook of the World since you're uploading things.
But it just worked for the other thing. That's what I know. Oh, there it worked. It worked.
Maybe we just got lucky that time.
Yeah.
I don't think putting the call sign in there made it. Yeah, so it's supposed to be when you use call sign K6EGG, not report on when you worked K6EGG. That makes. I told you to put the call sign in the wrong one.
It's all right. And it's heading your way. Right now.
I haven't said in the wind for a long time.
What does that mean?
So we would say that doing like maybe 10, 15 years ago, like when you'd send an email via satellite, it was in the wind. The email was like traveling through space. So it was in the wind.
So Greg's having the same problem, by the way.
1G Greg?
1G Greg. And let me go to.
Okay, yeah, this one has data in it. Okay.
It has some data in it, you mean?
Data? Yeah. I was listening to someone earlier today and they said the word measure. And I was like, ooh, this triggers me.
Triggers you, huh?
Ooh, sorry. We're gonna have to do it one more again. No, hold on. I'll just fix it.
What happened? What did I F up?
No, so we needed the call sign in there. We just needed it in I told you the first time in the wrong field. We need to have the station call sign, not the call sign that you worked. But I'll just edit this real quick. It'll be easier.
Hey, I got someone on 60 meters. I don't know where he was at. Wyoming. I needed Wyoming too. Sweet. He called me. Even better. Oh, great. Look at all these people here.
You have 678 QSOs with Japan.
See, I do work them a lot. I don't know why I have to do this all the time. What's up, Brian?
What'd you do if I told you got this award?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be excited or not because I didn't know it existed.
Yeah.
I was like 7 away, I think, last time, right?
I thought you were like 3.
No, I was not.
I got it on HF like a year before I found out that it was a thing. But I actually tried to get it on satellite, and then I finished it on satellite, but I still have not submitted for the award.
Well, the suspense is killing me.
I was editing your ADIF because I helped you wrong.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. So you need.
You crapped out. You're crapping out.
Me?
Yeah, you're crapped out there.
Okay. You need 3 more. You need Kochi, Nagasaki, and Kagoshima.
Oh, Kagoshima.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I mean,
that's where Shohei Ohtani's from.
Oh, I thought you were just like.
No, I just completely made that up.
So Nagasaki. All the stations in Nagasaki will have a 6.
It's good to know.
Let me look for Kochi in Kagoshima.
So I'm pretty close. 3 away, you said? I think I was 7 before.
Yeah, and I wonder if I have it on voice yet.
There's a 0 chance I have that on voice. There's less than a 0 chance.
Ooh, I wonder if I have it on 6 meters. I doubt I have it on 6.
How do I fix that, Casey? Do you know the trick? Since we don't have the angry Australian in here tonight. Wyoming, man, that was a good call to get Wyoming. I always have trouble getting Wyoming.
You're gonna have to send me their call sign so I can beg them to get on 80 later.
He's on 60 right now.
Whiskey Mike. Well, 40 is just opening now here, so
you should. I don't see my name on here. Let me send this in here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to work them again just to make sure. And then West Virginia's in here too, which I need. Okay, where was I going here? So I need West Virginia.
I don't understand why 60 meters is like not a thing on Logbook of the World.
I didn't want counties.
All right.
Take care, Brian. Have a good one.
Okay, so all 3 of yours are in southern Japan.
Yeah, I remember that. I need West Virginia too.
So Kagoshima, let me look at the call sign map.
I wonder what province Kansai International's in. I've been there before. Kansai International. So I'm going to go to settings.
Okay, so Kagoshima is in JA5.
Look for logbook. Hold on a second. Logbook properties. Holy crap. I don't know what this is going to be. Logbook properties. Holy shit. I don't see a top right.
Yeah, by your mouse. Up. Go up. Keep going up.
Right there. Yeah. All right. There, Casey's like, he's coming in here. He's brand new and he's helping me fix stuff. So here I am. I got to wait for the delay. Is my county? Yeah, my county's correct. It was the other person's county. He was out in Harupa. Greg, 1G Greg would know. That's Riverside County. And he had For some reason, it triggered Los Angeles. Yeah. I've had that happen on a couple different things. Yeah, I got West Virginia now. Man, I got 2 states I needed right off the bat. Now, if that other guy logs.
All right. So when you start seeing the JAs,
correct.
You're going to want to work the 6s and the 5s if you get a pileup.
Oh, wait a minute. This guy was not in. Sixes and the 5s I want to look for us?
Yeah. So 5s is going to get you Kagoshima. Wait, hold on. 5 is going to get you Kochi, and 6 will get you Kagoshima and Nagasaki. Or, well.
Does that start out with a 5?
No, it'll be like JA5 or JA6 or JJ5. So in Japan, whenever they're portable, they have to sign with a slash, and then so like if you see like a JK1 something /6, it means that they're portable in region 6. I'm pretty sure they're required to do that.
I've seen that on the Japanese, so I'm gonna look for 5 and 6s.
Yeah,
is that to start with, or is that the middle?
It'll be the middle, prefix. So it'll be like JA5 or JR5.
I'm 1 county away from all counties in Rhode Island.
You got Hawaii, all of them in green for Hawaii. That's cool.
There's 2 counties, right? 4 counties, big deal.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get in California.
Wait, there's only 40 or something?
It's 58 counties. And look at New York. 62. There's no way.
Yeah, look at
Florida.
What about Texas?
No, there's another one that has even more. I think it's like South Carolina.
Why does it have 254 counties in Texas?
Well, look how big it is. It's a quarter of the country.
I mean, it's
relatively
5 times the number of counties as California, and it's not 5 times the size. How many are in Alaska?
It's 27.
I think that might be the hardest one.
Alaska?
Yeah.
You get some guy
some of those counties probably have like, a guy in like a couple of dogs and his sled, and like that's the entire county. And it's like Wayne's County because the guy who lives there, his name is Wayne.
So it could be Eric County, Hampstead County.
Yeah. And the sheriff, like, he makes sure that you have a ham stick or you can't enter.
Get that.
And if you try to smuggle in a beef stick, that's a paddling.
It's already 9:40 something here. I bet you there's probably only about 10 people watching now. 14, 19. Wow, there's a lot more people than I thought. Thank you guys for sticking with me. It's getting late there on the right.
I can get Lawrence to come back.
You just get the A call last year? No, I got it probably 7 years ago, maybe. What were you saying, Eric? I'm sorry, I was answering.
I can get Mr. Lawrence to come back. I just have to sign out of Sonobus.
That is very true. But I did make a voice contact with him. I was pretty excited about that. Where's this guy from? Texas? I already have Texas. I don't need Texas. I'd like to see if that Wyoming guy comes back. I need Nebraska too now. So 60's finally opening up. I'm going to jump in Sonobus. Well, I'm just about ready to get out of here.
Who's that? Is that Chase?
I was going to jump in Sonobus when I got home, but I'm tired as crap. Whose fault is that?
You know what's going to happen? He's going to jump in Sonobus, and then we are going to be telling each other about all of the DX that we see on... It's contest day, and I missed it. Chase, you were supposed to remind me.
Is this a contest today?
CW Ops contest.
Man, somebody's coming in freaking amazingly clear.
Man, Chase, where were you on that one, man? Chase and I have been participating in the CW Ops weekly contest. Man, it's between it's like 3 to 4 Zulu every Thursday. So basically what we're doing is it's this contest for like CW operators that are in the CW Academy. And we go in there and we make contacts with them, and they get points for making contacts with us. And then we hope they log us in Logbook of the World so we can get Workdall State CW. I now have 29 states confirmed by doing this, and I don't know CW.
Who the hell is this guy? Somebody has a really big signal. It's plus 40.
And if you turn on your notch, you won't hear him anymore.
Maybe I should do that. Oh, Chase, I don't want to go to work tomorrow, but I am off Saturday.
I'm so upset with you right now.
It's your fault. Have you guys ever made a contact to each other? A voice contact?
Voice? Only via satellite.
Like right now?
We have done CW and we have done FT8 on a lot of bands.
And you're using your computer to do FT8?
I can't decode FT8 by ear.
I'm sorry. CW.
Yeah.
You have an iPhone?
No.
There it is in the red. Who is that? There's someone, and look at the pattern on the FT8 looks totally different right now.
Oh yeah, that's because you are probably really close to that guy.
It's like an echo or something. That guy's in San Diego, I think.
Is he? Okay, he may have a beam pointed your way.
Oh, he does not have enough energy for even FT8 tonight.
Chase, you missed contest round 1. Contest round 2 is in 2 hours, 15 minutes. I'm going to need you to put your big boy pants on, drink a Red Bull, and let's do some dits and das. Okay.
All right. I need to get my sleeping pants on here because I gotta get to bed here. You got anything to say tonight?
Not linked.
Sorry, I had to do it at least once tonight.
Yes, there we go. There we go, Chase. Take a nap. Just don't take a nap like me. I took a nap 2 nights ago and I missed a sked.
Sorry. That's too hard, Greg. Come on. I can barely get call letters right with phonetics. You think I'm going to get somebody like playing some random sounds?
And
oh, look who came in right when I'm literally just about ready to hit the button.
The decoding by ear on CW. Why would I want to do? Why would I? So, I guess maybe people aren't familiar with my long troll. On any ham radio group, when someone talks about digital modes or whatever, someone will come in and be like, CW is there are no lids on CW and it's the best mode, only mode. FT8, ruining ham radio, CW only. It'll change your life, blah, blah. And everyone who does CW is an expert ham radio op. And they're basically saying, like, if you don't do CW, you suck. So my response to that is I don't want to do CW because those kind of people are not encouraging. They're not like operating with the intent of like don't shame me or like try to say that I'm not worthy in an effort to convince me to do the thing you want me to do. Like that doesn't work on me. That's just going to make me dig in and not want to be part of your club because you're an asshole.
That's kind of how, what's his face? The Jeep guy.
Yeah. he will go out and try to troll people, and then when they bite, he will then make fun of him for them biting.
Oh yeah, that's the way. That's the American way. What are you talking about? That's what I do here.
A lot of people, a lot of people like him, but I just like if you're baiting people to make fun of them, I don't like that. But so my long troll is I'm going to get worked all states on CW without knowing CW. So when people say there are no lids or you have to be an expert to know CW, I can tell them I have worked all states CW and I don't know CW. And it's kind of funny because like
That's awesome.
the FT8 guys, like the digital guys, are from what I've seen the most welcoming to other modes. Like the digital people are like, hey, if you want to do CW, cool, that's your thing. If you're going to do sideband, that's cool. And a lot of digital people also do other modes.
I had so much help. So much help when I got FT8 started. That's the first thing they did. Just got to set up your FT8 after you get your general. Forget the talking. You got to let your computer do your talking.
Well, it's kind of nice because sometimes you want to play ham radio and you don't want to talk about your colonoscopy. Like you just want to make your contact. You want to figure out like digital modes are great for like the puzzle of like, what can I do? How can I move my antenna? How can I do this or how can I do that to make the contact I otherwise could not? Like, I like ham radio that is, I don't know if it's difficult or if it's hard, but like a challenge.
I like experimenting around. This is fun moving it's easy. Like for me, I'm busy. I cannot play amateur radio all the time. With FT8, that makes it possible. I could just do it not even home.
There's also the aspect of you can do things that are hard and challenging, but are not also to the point where you want to bang your head against the wall out of frustration.
Like I am feeling right now. I just hit a wall, by the way.
Yeah. Like sometimes I can yell my call sign out at a DXpedition 400 times, and I have no idea if they're hearing me or not. But on FT8, I can check PSK reporter and be like, well, a station 100 miles away heard me at minus 16, so they probably heard me. I'll keep going.
And Casey, that's why he just brought up this point. Ham radio is what you make of it, dude. So
yeah,
that's what you want. I want to see that you do that because that's cool. That's what you're doing with the hobby that you like. I think K8 MRD brought that up.
Casey should bring up a thing where. All right, Casey, here's a challenge. I need you to
do this really quick because I need to get out of here. I need to go doo-doo.
Yeah. You need to work all states with other people using rain gutters and call it worked all gutters.
Casey's like...
I would use my rain gutters, except for mine are only like 10 feet long. Otherwise, that's what I would be using.
And the band goes dead, by the way. Hello, everybody. Thanks again for watching the Greg K6EGG. I didn't mean to go away that quickly. Sorry. I hit the wrong button. I was supposed to hit this one, and my band went dead. Okay. What was I going to do here? Anything else to say? I left prematurely there, but I need to go to the bathroom like bad. Mine's not working, but okay. All right. I'm going to be back Saturday, maybe in the afternoon. Definitely at night. I'm going to be back on Sunday night, hopefully.
He's making them early. At night.
Huh?
He's making them at night.
Making what?
Oh, I'm going to send you the thing. Grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, I got to go bad to the restroom. Like I'm not going to make it much longer. So you guys all take care. Mike, thanks for being in the chat tonight and answering my questions about the Nancy Pelosi cable. I plan on getting some, not for what I was joking about, but for the house. But take care, guys. Hello, everybody. Thanks again for watching the Greg K6EGG live stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, share. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.